Kippy Clausen. I'm 26 and my favourite colour is blue. I started skating probably maybe when I was like 10 or 12 because I surfed, and for me it just sort of was like related, I guess.
This is my house, guys, my crib. Come on in.
I started Kippy Skateboards at the end of 2011, after my brother and me had our skateboards stolen and I didn't want to buy another, so I decided to make one. And then my friend's grandfather taught me some things in his woodwork shop, which was really cool. Yeah, I was already quite into design and woodwork from school, so it sort of just slowly started from there, I guess. Yeah, so I met Toby, my husband, about 4 years ago, and he actually contacted me because he knew about Kippy from skating and sent me this really encouraging message. And so our first meetup was actually going skating, I was so nervous. And yeah, so when I met him, I guess that's what opened me more to, skating at skate park and more of that style skateboarding. Yeah, it sort of opened a door for me to learn and feel a bit more confident. I was surprised how easily you can get over the intimidation at the skate park. I think you think it's gonna be like, oh, I've gotta be good or like skate like other people. I quickly learned that it's not like that, and it's really cool watching everyone have a completely different style of their own. When I was 16, I went to a Christian music festival with my older brother, who is a Christian. And I did not grow up in church or anything, so I didn't know too much about Jesus or God and Christianity. And so I was at this music festival over Easter, so it was obviously centered around Jesus. And I had met all these people camping at this festival who just, to me, stood out. They had this joy and this, a different way of life and living that really stood out to me, I guess, as a 16-year-old, which is sort of a pivotal time in, learning stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. I really feel like that's a God thing because, yeah, it has to be. From there, yeah, I just started going to church and youth group at the time and fell in love with Jesus. And yeah, we have a bunch of friends that we've seen come to know God through, we skated with them and then they met God, which is sick.
I don't know, in certain ways,
Yeah, I definitely feel that God has made Kippy a sort of platform for me to share about him. When I started, I was about 19 when I started Kippy, and I always felt like God really did lead me into it.
On those days, really bad.
Just by the way of that I was passionate about it, and I felt like this is something I could do with my life that, has an opportunity to reach people. And the past few years I have seen God be able to use Kippy, and I want to continue that to be, a way to proclaim the gospel and for people to meet Jesus and just have hope brought into their lives. Technically, skateboarding has nothing to do with God, but I'm living as a Christian and working as a Christian, so I want it to be displayed. So for me, I guess that looks like I want Kippy to be known as a Christian brand, or however you want to say it, but it's obviously I'm not going to put out a board that says the whole gospel in the design, but I pray and I want to be mindful. I don't want to just put a design out or put product out or content out that's just because. I do want it to be mindful and I guess purposeful, and set apart from maybe other brands.
Why are we just...
My friends are very supportive. I'm very thankful for them. A bunch of them will skate my boards and give me feedback, which is really cool. Especially, a lot of the guys who have been skating my new decks, that's sick to hear from them, and to have them skating my boards is awesome. I have an incredible support network, I feel, and always my friends are at my events and encouraging me and It sort of surprises me sometimes how it's so consistent and ongoing. They're always surprised, like, oh, like you did that or that, and I'm like, oh, you actually still notice or care. Like, it's really cool after even like 5 or 6 years now. Like, the same people are still encouraging me, which is awesome.
You guys need to go together.
I would love Kippy to grow, but I don't necessarily see it as like a big brand or anything, who knows, but I sort of like that smaller aspect, that boutique-y feel, and yeah, I just want to keep doing it when I enjoy it. Like, I don't want to just sort of make it a big business or a brand. Like, I'm still loving it after, 6 or 7 years. So yeah, if it grows, like, I'll be stoked, and I would love, in my head, I would love to have a big warehouse that's like a shared creative space. I'd love to have staff as well, to have like a little team just to bounce off each other, and I think that would be a lot funner than working alone for the next while.